Hey Blinks and Army, the fans, I want to see your comments down below. The two biggest K-pop stars, BTS and Blackpink, have taken the world from Seoul to New York. But here's the question, who really rules the K-pop music world? And how did they rise to fame and conquer the global stage? Oh, and by the way, I'll reveal at the end of this video whether I'm a Blink or an Army. For now, let's go back to the beginning, the start of their journey. Before the world saw stadium lights and screaming fans, there were four young women chasing one dream inside YG Entertainment's training rooms. Jennie, the first to join, was known as the all-rounder, fluent in languages, sharp in rap, and always camera-ready. Lisa, from Thailand, stood out with her electric dance moves and international charm, proving that talent knows no borders. Jisoo, elegant and calm, carried the traditional K-pop poise that grounded the group's image. And Rosé, with her angelic voice and guitar in hand, became the soul of their sound. For years, they trained in silence, dancing till midnight, rehearsing until perfection wasn't a goal, but a habit. Some gave up. These four didn't. In 2016, the world finally met Blackpink, but behind that debut were countless unseen battles won in practice rooms. And while Blackpink trained under one of Korea's biggest agencies, another story was unfolding in a small, almost unknown company. One that had no big budget, but a team of boys ready to change music forever. Before they were legends filling stadiums, BTS were 7 dreamers under Big Hit Entertainment, a company with more hope than money. RM, the leader, brought intellect and poetic depth to their music. Jin, the eldest, found his voice through persistence rather than privilege. Suga crafted beats through sleepless nights, while J-Hope kept the team's spirit alive with energy that never dimmed. Jimin, the perfectionist, practiced until sunrise. V, the wild card, charmed everyone with his soulful voice. And Jungkook, the youngest, trained to keep up with 6 seniors, until he became one of the world's most loved performers. They faced skepticism, limited exposure, and even mockery, but their unity became their armor. Every hardship turned into fuel, every failure into fire. From quiet practice rooms to blinding stage lights, both Blackpink and BTS were ready for their first step into history. Their debut songs would decide if years of training would finally pay off or fade away. In August 2016, after years of silence and speculation, YG Entertainment finally introduced its newest girl group, Blackpink. Their first single album, Square One, exploded onto the scene with Boombaya and Whistle. The contrast was perfect. Boombaya, loud, confident, and full of swagger, announced that a new generation of girl power had arrived. Whistle, soft, sleek, and addictive, proved they could own every sound, from fierce beats to minimalist hooks. In less than a day, both music videos hit millions of views. Critics called it the perfect blend of beauty and attitude, but fans simply called it the start of an era. For Blackpink, their debut wasn't just an introduction, it was a declaration. 4 girls were no longer trainees, they were icons in the making. And while the world was mesmerized by YG's new queens, 3 years earlier, another group of underdogs had stepped onto the stage with no fame, no following, just fire in their hearts. In June 2013, 7 young men from Big Hit Entertainment debuted with their first album, Too Cool for School, led by the track No More Dream. While most K-pop debuts focused on style, BTS focused on substance. They rapped about youth pressure, dreams, and identity, raw topics rarely touched in the glossy world of pop. Their hip-hop sound was bold, their choreography fierce, their energy unmistakable. But fame didn't come overnight. Their first album didn't top charts, yet it planted the seed of something bigger, authenticity. And that honesty would soon become their greatest weapon. Before we continue, which song first caught your attention? Comment down below. Because debut alone doesn't build legends. What came next would determine their place in history, the moment they turned from idols into icons. 2 years after debut, Blackpink didn't just make hits, they made headlines. In 2018, their anthem Doo 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 dropped like a cultural earthquake. Their lyric, Hit You With That Within Hours, YouTube hit you with views exploded, breaking records that had stood for years. That single song turned Blackpink into a global brand. Each member became more than an idol. They became fashion icons, ambassadors, and influencers. Jennie launched her solo career, Lisa ruled dance challenges, Rosé captured hearts with her vocals, and Jisoo proved that elegance could trend worldwide. Then came Coachella 2019. 4 girls from South Korea stood on one of the biggest stages in the world, and the crowd screamed every lyric. That performance wasn't just historic for K-pop, it was proof that Blackpink had crossed borders. They weren't just idols anymore, they were the queens of global pop culture. And while Blackpink's success rewrote the rulebook for female groups, on the other side of K-pop, 7 young men were about to do the impossible, take over the world without any blueprint to follow. For years, BTS climbed slowly, one song, one performance at a time. But in 2017, everything changed. Their single DNA from Love Yourself Her marked their global breakout. It wasn't just a song, it was Take It, a statement. That same year, they became the first Korean group to perform at the Billboard Music Awards. The world watched, and something shifted. Suddenly, BTS wasn't just Korea's pride, they were a global movement. Then came Boy With Love, Dynamite, and Butter, after which each release was smooth like butter, shattered streaming records, topped charts in over 100 countries, and made history again and again. But their fame wasn't built only on numbers, it was built on connection. Through honest lyrics, ARMY saw themselves in BTS. They spoke about pressure, dreams, and self-love, messages that transcended language. By the time BTS addressed the United Nations and sold out stadiums across 5 continents, they weren't just a boy band, they were cultural ambassadors of hope. 2 journeys, 2 empires, both rewriting what it means to succeed in K-pop. But how do we measure that success? Before we put them side by side, quick question. Are you a fan of music? The background track you're hearing right now? It was created entirely by 11 Labs. And even this voice you're hearing, yes, that too was made with 11 Labs. If you want to create music for fun, for your videos, or even build your own faceless content channel like Best Version, you've got to check out 11 Labs. All you need is a simple prompt, and 11 Labs does the heavy lifting for you.
I've heard people call New York the city of dreams, this stunning mosaic of culture, ambition, and hope.
If you are a creator or need voiceover for your project, the link's in the description. Go try it. Now, let's put them side by side in numbers, influence, and impact, and find out who truly dominates the global stage. When it comes to global recognition, both names are known in every corner of the world. Blackpink made waves as the first K-pop girl group to perform at Coachella, gracing the covers of Time, Vogue, and Rolling Stone. Their collaborations with stars like Lady Gaga and Selena Gomez showed the world that pop has no language barrier. But BTS went beyond music. They've spoken at the United Nations, partnered with UNICEF, and performed on stages like the Grammys and Billboard Awards, not just as performers, but as voices for a generation. Their fan base spans every continent, and their concerts became cultural events. When you reach presidents, global leaders, and stadiums at once, you're more than artists, you're a movement. In this round of global domination, BTS is the winner for turning global fame into global influence. But world domination means nothing without proof. Let's talk about records. Blackpink holds some of YouTube's most insane numbers. The fastest video to hit 1 billion views, and multiple MVs crossing that milestone. Their music videos aren't just songs, they're cinematic events. BTS, on the other hand, are chart conquerors. They've topped the Billboard Hot 100 multiple times, sold millions of albums, and broke streaming records with songs like Dynamite and Butter. Blackpink dominates visuals. BTS dominates statistics. In this category, pure numbers speak louder than words. Winner, BTS, for breaking barriers with Billboard and streaming records unmatched in K-pop history. And behind every record stands a legion. Let's talk about the real power, the fans. This is where things get emotional. Blackpink's blinks are fierce, trendsetters, loyal, and passionate. Every comeback floods social media, breaking Twitter and TikTok timelines. But BTS's ARMY, they're a phenomenon. From trending hashtags in seconds to funding charities in BTS's name, their dedication redefines the word fanbase. ARMY isn't just a community, it's a culture. Still, both fandoms are proof that love, when united by music, can move the world. But there must still be a winner. And again, this round goes to BTS for building one of the most powerful fan movements ever seen in pop culture. So far, BTS takes the lead. But this battle isn't over. Let's see who dominates when it comes to recognition and performance. Blackpink's trophy cabinet is nothing short of royal, from MTV VMAs to People's Choice and Teen Choice Awards. Their global popularity and fashion dominance earned them prestige beyond music. But BTS has swept award shows like no other Asian act in history. Billboard Music Awards, American Music Awards, and even Grammy nominations. Still, in pure diversity of recognition, Blackpink's international crossover and luxury influence holds serious weight. They didn't just win music awards, they conquered fashion, culture, and media. So in this round, Blackpink is the winner for redefining what it means to be award-winning artists beyond the stage. And finally, one last battle. The true test of any artist isn't just how many records they sell, but how many people they move in real life. Blackpink's world tours are visually stunning, a perfect mix of choreography, charisma, and power. Their Coachella performance became legendary, proving girl power can own the world's biggest stage. But BTS's concerts, they sell out stadiums in minutes. From Seoul to London, Los Angeles to Riyadh, millions of fans singing in one voice. Their Permission to Dance and Love Yourself tours aren't just concerts, they're experiences of unity. In this final round, Blackpink takes the win for setting new standards in female-led live performance and stage artistry. Both sides have conquered their own kingdoms. BTS, the kings of connection and global impact. Blackpink, the queens of style, power, and performance. When the music fades and the lights dim, what remains is legacy. And both BTS and Blackpink have built theirs, not by luck, but by courage, creativity, and connection. BTS proved that authenticity can change the world. 7 boys from a small company turned their stories of struggle into anthems of strength, inspiring millions to love themselves and dream louder. They became the voice of a generation, showing that music doesn't need translation to touch hearts. But Blackpink proved something equally powerful, that elegance can roar. 4 women, fearless and bold, shattered ceilings once thought unbreakable. They didn't just join the global conversation, they led it, blending fashion, art, and empowerment into one unstoppable force. They became the symbol of modern royalty, style with substance, beauty with backbone. Together, these 2 names redefined K-pop forever. BTS became the heartbeat of unity. Blackpink became the face of global influence. And when history remembers this era, it won't ask who was better. It'll remember how both took Asia's sound and made it the world's soundtrack. Because sometimes the crown doesn't belong to one king or queen. It belongs to the ones who changed the world together. All right, there's been so much talking. Now I want to see your comment. Can I see who's flying to Hong Kong at the end of this month? And now, the moment of truth. So, am I a Blink or an ARMY? Blackpink, in your area. Yeah, I support Blackpink. ARMY, please don't come at me. This is just my opinion. Their songs get me hooked every time. Anyway, for creators out there, if you want to make your own music or need a realistic voice for your videos, check out 11 Labs. The link's in the description. And if you love content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Blackpink's concert is happening end of this month, so if you're going, enjoy every second. And if you're not, go watch my next video right here. Trust me, you'll love it.